If you're ready to take your ride from something respectable, worth money, and presentable to the family to something that's not, this is the video for you. I'm gonna show you how I fit 37s on my 3rd gen 4Runner. Make no mistake, it is a massive amount of work. And if you're not comfortable with welding sheet metal, I wouldn't suggest it. Follow along as we take this highly sought after, highly valuable 3rd gen Toyota 4Runner and put its resale value right in the dumps. I've already made my marks. Now it's time to cut. All right, so the first cut we're gonna make is this one. It's kind of the smallest, and I'm just gonna get a sense of what's going on here, you know? All right, on to the next one. Okay, I got some spots to cut. I'm trying to go as little as possible, and this time I'm just gonna go with the outer one so that I can cut and fold up the inner one, weld it when I got it all where I want it. Shit, I ran out of jack. Just ordered up a can of aerosol paint match, mask it off, just do a little strip. Nothing too fancy. There she is, 37s. All right, so now that we got the rear basically sorted, there's a few things left I want to do, but the 37s fit, and they fit at full stuff, which is exactly what I wanted. No rubbing, no touching anywhere. Now, it's time to work on the front, and I think the front's gonna be a little more involved. Holy shit, Jesus Christ. Guys, this thing isn't gonna fit. Can you tell how much cab I'm gonna have to cut out of this thing? Holy shit. My word. I guess that's all fender. I'm gonna have to come way back in here with the cab. Well, I signed up for it, so. Clearly this was a monumental undertaking, so all I could do was sit back and enjoy the ride. I made some marks. I took my best guess at what was gonna cause the most interference, and I just started hacking away. I had to get a bunch of electronics out of the way, which you can see here. I mean, I was ready to do battle. Cutting up this cab corner was like peeling an onion. I couldn't believe the amount of layers of steel that just all came into concert with each other in this one location, but we got it done. All right, well, as you can see here, we finally have access to those pesky sunroof frames. So we'll go ahead and get this leak fixed, patch all this up, weld it up nice, seam seal it, and this job will be done. Holy shit, that was a lot of cutting. Making progress. Here's my next cut line. I did all that I could. That's just plastic, don't worry about that. I did all that I could. It kind of works. Let's see if I can get you under here. Body mount clears. Everything clears all the way over there, except for the frame. So, that's it. That's all she wrote. So, I might try to put a spacer on it. Get a little bit more space away from the frame, but it's like right at full lock. So I might just, you know, gently rub the frame, which I'm not opposed to. So, that's that. Let me show you the big gaping hole. Alright guys, it's getting late in the day. I've got this hole opened up how I want it, and I cleaned up the edges, getting ready to build some patches to weld it. I'm not going to be able to get to that today, but I'm putting the 37s on right now, and I'm going to start cutting up this fender to see what kind of clearance I need. And then we'll put the back one on and we'll get a full picture of what this thing is gonna look like with 37s on it. So I'm gonna make some marks right now and we'll start cutting. Dudes, this thing is epic. Oh my god. All right, boys, that's gonna do it for this episode. We proved that you can put 37s on a 3rd gen Toyota 4Runner, albeit a shitload of work. Thing looks amazing. I'm super stoked with how it sits, how low it is to the ground, and frankly the fact that I could even do it. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make that front work. I still have a little bit more work to do on the front side of things, and don't tell anyone, the whole right side of the truck. If you're enjoying this series and you want to see more shenanigans with a 3rd gen Toyota 4Runner or rock crawlers or Toyota buggies or all these new guys that I'm going wheeling with, please consider subscribing, leave a like, shoot me a comment, ask me a question. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, how I did this, how I've done other things in the past. on my Chevy, whatever. So that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you are enjoying this series as much as I am enjoying making it. That's a little bit of a fallacy, but I gotta stay positive, you know. That was a shitload of work. I can't believe it. Look at this pile of rubble. All of this scrap is from the left front. 4 cutoff wheels, flapper disc, blender disc, angle grinder, you name it. I went through all of it. So it's a shitload of work. It looks great and it's gonna function really well, so I'm super stoked about that. So that's it for this one, boys. One last look. See you next time. All right, so I should do a quick caveat to this, because I know there's gonna be questions. Putting a suspension lift on your truck like I've done to this, which is front coilovers and rear springs and shocks, doesn't change what size tire you can fit if you plan on going off-road, because I still have factory bump stops in the factory location. So when my wheel is fully stuffed, it would be the same as if I was on stock suspension. Plus, I've got a bigger tire. So the only way to avoid doing as much work as I just did is either moving your bump stop down or up a certain amount, not going off-road, or some combination of a body lift and whatever else that entails. But in order to have full range of motion on your suspension with relatively stock geometry, this is the only way to do it. If you got a different setup or made it work differently, let me know down in the comments below. I'm always curious to learn new things, new ideas, whatever.